Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right. And the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, Dayton Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
We might not have said this a few years ago, but when Ohio State matches up against Indiana, it is a big deal. Keep in mind, the Hoosiers beat Ohio State in the Big Ten Championship game last year on their way to the national title. But Ohio State knows they could be the team to beat in the Big Ten this year. It is all on the line for some early dominance when Ohio State takes on Indiana. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Will kick off first, and here we go. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the ground, it's Beebe. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
21 on the play. First down for the offense.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Gonna take a shot at this, DB. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He gets a block. Rams him with the stiff arm. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Follows his blocks. It's Jackson. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the move. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Sayin from the gun on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Fourth down, Sayin. Converts on fourth down, still going. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Got a man, it's Jackson. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19 into the red zone. It'll be first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Sayin back to the air. Left side, it's Jackson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Here's Sayin to throw. Got his man on the right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. Just hammering it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Out wide left, it's Becker.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. The give to the left. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Not gonna make it, and the 4th down gamble backfires.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Using his legs, it's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback changing the play. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the 1st quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Fires left side, and Smith. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. So they gamble on 4th down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, what just 4th and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there? 4th down and long, no problem.
Looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
The football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Richard. Rush right in his face. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on 1st down, but it doesn't work. It'll be 2nd down. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Buckeye. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he puts through the extra point. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Not getting a thing done on first down. It's second and long from the 24. Left side is Marsh. He breaks a tackle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on fourth down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they are showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Between the hashes, it's Becker. And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, it's Richard. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like, the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
Right side, it's shot. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Moves the pocket. It's Hoover. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Snapped on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get it.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quick give. It's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Throwing, say it. It's complete on the right side. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
They'll move the tight end. Running inside. It's Jackson. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. Back to throw. It's Sayin. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Once he got a snap, it was all over right to the house. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see. You got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. First play of this drive. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Hits inside. It's Jackson. Here before the defense knocks him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Turns into the pile. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the third play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
Zayn. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 7 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Aggies with a complete demolition of the defense. They went over 70 points today. Safe to say the offensive coordinator could be in line for some head coaching jobs after a showing like this. That is another solid victory for this team, who now gets to 5-1 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Hauls it in. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
Not a lot of room to field this one. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. The pressure is really on to put together a drive here, already down 21-zip. Finds his way for three out to the 33. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Sells to fake. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Caught in the backfield, it's Beebe. Could not make his way to the corner.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Out wide right, it's Marsh. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to throw again. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper. But they're playing better football. They're playing.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on fourth. Makes the grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end now in motion. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Got out of trouble and throws. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get down the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Quickly complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And those fourth down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
From the gun on 3rd down, say it. Caught. Runs through a man. He might have space. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Flip it out to the back on the screen. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Wide receiver going in motion. Again, it's Sayin. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
There we go, defense. That's the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions. But finally, they come away with their first sack.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. 4th down, Sayin. Here comes the heat. He'll take a shot. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Running behind that left side. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Back to pass, it's Hoover. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark.
To pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
At the 42. And first down for the offense.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Stepping to the right. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The throw on second down, and they need a lot. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Preston. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Number 15 is set to kick this one away.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Play fake, say it. Oh, pressure's coming. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. Saying from the gun on third down. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Second and long here. To throw, it's Hoover. Makes the grab. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. The Hoosiers moving quickly to the line. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Running to the left. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Handoff again. Touchdown, Indiana! And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just one possession away.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Say it. Under pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on third and long. It's complete to the right. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practiced this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they're executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's crossed. At the 45 on his way. There he goes. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And the extra point was good. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. He wants to go deep. And here's the third interception of the night. Taking it the other way. The 30. He's at the 20. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeye! You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
He'll bring it out. It's Beal. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Second down. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Third and long right here. On play action. Fires left. Complete downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Hoosiers want to crank the tempo.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot...
He's going to fire deep. And it's his fourth interception of the night. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. And send the tight end in motion. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
And he will get just beyond the first down marker before sliding.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it along the sideline. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Play fake, Julian Sayin. He'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Shakes a man and he might take off. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. And the Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
95-96 Bridge. 95-96 Bridge.
Straight ahead, it's Jackson.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
3rd and long coming up. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll try the left side. And there is no gain on the run, and there is no win for this team as it is over.